Hello out there. Who's out there? And the one person they invited to come over on this side of the fence, I don't know if you're up for it, but you should have gotten a little pop-up. I don't know if you did. If not, text me. Hello, everybody. Good evening and welcome to Attraction Marketing Reboot. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm back in the saddle again. It's just like old times. All right, let me see if anybody's giving me a shout. I'm getting, what do I got? I got Kathleen, Steve, Delaware Queen. I wonder who that is. Kim, Judy, Nicole saying hi. Ms. Hughes, Lois, Donna, Melissa, Erin, Deb, Emmy, Minnie, Steve, Robin, Audra, Josh. I feel like Miss Mary in the romper room. I see Christine. I see Sue, Kathy, Angela. More and more people are coming on. Mr. Delgard. Hello, Mandy. That's a cool name. It is good to be back in the saddle. Hello. You guys know I used to do webinars. I used to do conference calls 4 days a week. Then I did webinars 4 days a week. Then I did webinars for My Lead System Pro every week. I used to do webinars up the wazoo. So it's fun to be back. I used to do my series Webinars Gone Wild, where I would blow up the webinar right before your very eyes. I'm hoping I'm hoping that, is that Nan Polera? Who is that? Hello, Joyzy. What's going on in Joyzy? Mr. Mechanic, did you get my invitation? I don't know if you did. We'll see. But are you guys, who here is ready for a reboot? Who here is in the position where you can look at your own self and go, I'm either ready to reboot altogether, or I'm at a good place, I'm doing okay, but I want to reboot so I can get to the next level, the next level, the next level, the next level, and so on. That's where I am. So Christine, hey, it's okay. You guys can't see the comments, but people are writing into me. Guys, if you never got started, that's fine. Let's reboot. Let's set the reset button. Guys, you know what a reboot is? I just did it to my computer, by the way, because my computer gets a little funny when I run the webinar room here. I suppose I need to upgrade to Zoom, but that means I have to learn something. I'll get up to that. Let me catch up. You know, this is software that I've had for years, so I know how to run it. But are you there? Do I hear you?
I hear you.
Hello, mystery man who shall remain nameless for a minute. How are you?
I am well, thank you.
Do you want to come out and play, or are you just being polite?
I'll come out and play. If you want me to come out and play, I'm always up for playing.
Well, you know, you're new to my world. I'll introduce you guys in a second with who's over here with me. I see people know your voice. People are going, that's Ray. They know your voice, mystery man, Mr. My Mechanic, Ray Williams, who has spent some time with this afternoon. And we'll bring him out in a few minutes. And it's actually cool because Ray, who you'll meet, has so much expertise in his field, but I dare say that he's so good and busy at what he's doing that he hasn't been a crazy marketer. He doesn't have time. He doesn't have the, you know, whatever. So it's kind of neat for you to be here, Ray, because as I'm teaching, you know, you can give feedback on stuff, which is cool. Always wonderful. For those of you guys that haven't met Ray Williams, I'll introduce him. He goes by the Mind Mechanic. He's just, it's hard to describe what he does because he has so many different pieces of his background and expertise. Hello, Don Hamilton. How are things in Maine? He has skills in hypnosis and neurolinguistic programming and a whole bunch of different modalities. He's worked with a lot of people in the industry, including me, helping them get their rear end gear. And with some of the stuff that I've been doing in my life lately, I needed a little tinkering in the mind. So Ray has been kind enough. So if you've noticed a change in me recently, coming out of the closet, that's what happened. This guy, and if anybody wants to meet him, we'll get you his contact info. Ray, do you know how to turn on your camera in this thing? Do you want to turn on your camera?
Let's give it a shot. Let Let me put a bag over my head first.
Unknown comic over here.
Where do I turn it on?
I date myself.
No, I can probably date that. Where's the turn off of the camera on this thing anyway?
At the top, you have a box there that's like a little box, usually on the right or on the top. And one of the options is your webcam in the box. You should see a little pull-down menu that says webcam, show my webcam, or stop showing my webcam.
Box drops down. We see speakers, microphone, computer audio.
You're by the sound. There should be one that says webcam because you're like by audio. He's coming out. Wait, now I closed all the cams.
I have a green microphone.
I see your webcam's up, but it's just black.
Oh, lovely. Let me try something. Okay, we're getting there.
Serious.
Good time.
Well, in the meantime, welcome everybody. Just by a show of hands, I'm going to look at all the attendees. Do me a favor, raise your hand. Oh, we got a lot of people here. Raise your hand if you have never been on a webinar with me before. Raise your hand. There's a little button to raise your hand. Raise your hand if you have never been on a webinar with me before. Don't tell me there's nobody here. Wait, there's some. Okay, wait. I thought they were going to come up in order. Okay. There's some. Because I got to give the disclaimers. All right, there's more. Awesome, there's more. Okay, there's a bunch of you that have never been on a webinar with me before. Okay, well, good. I want to make sure that we all meet properly while Ray's trying to get his camera up and going. My name is Diane Hochman, and I started in the home business industry in 1999, mom to 2 little girls. I tried some products. They worked out well. They invited me to a meeting. I thought I was going to learn about it was like a Weight Watchers meeting or something. I thought I was going to learn about my feelings, right, Ray? I was going to learn about my feelings at the meeting. That's pretty funny. And it turned out to be an opportunity meeting, and I ended up paying $72.95 for a business in a box. And it is now coming up. I mean, it's summertime, so it's coming up on 19 years later. And it's been quite the journey. And I've just had the most incredible career, and it ain't over by far. Had some trials and tribulations. For those of you that know me well, this really is going to be old home week. If I only had some Swedish fish, all would be well, but I do have cherry seltzer. For those of you that know my cherry seltzer, except this is like the store kind. I don't have the fancy kind. Ups, downs, trials and tribulations, traveled all over the world. I've traveled, haven't gotten to Australia yet, working on that. Haven't gotten to Eastern Europe yet, working on that, but I've traveled all over the place. It's been absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, a year and a half or so ago, my marriage broke up, and it was really rough on me, and I kind of went into hibernation. And what would happen, and we're not going to talk about my feelings during this whole thing, we're going to talk about marketing. So believe me, we're going to get into marketing. But basically what happened is I would will myself, and tell me if you guys have been through this. You know, you get down, right? And you're not really doing what you need to do. And then you will yourself to get back up and go back to work. I'm going to put up, I'm seeing a little box, okay? So I can see what you guys are saying to me. You know what, Kathleen, I loved my nightmare cruise experience. Believe it or not, I'm glad I went. For those of you that don't know, I was on a cruise that went into a storm. Great story I have now. I got to be on the Today Show, and literally I was on the news all over the world. I had people calling me from all over the world saying, oh my God, I saw you on the news. So actually that was a fun trip. As crazy it was. So have you guys been through that? So yeah, little kids, you're trying to keep on track. Maybe you have a spouse or a partner that's giving you a hard time. Maybe you just, you know, afraid of rejection. So you would will yourself, right? Will yourself to get up and go to work. And then sooner or later, emotion would take over. Ray, this is going to turn out to be a webinar for you instead of me at the rate I'm going. I still have no picture for you. You might have to just change your webcams. There's a pull down menu to pull the web. Can you hear me, Ray? Well, maybe I lost him altogether. I don't know. He'll be back. He'll figure it out. Or text me and I'll help him out. So what was going on is I was trying to hide what was happening in my personal life. And so I would get up and I would go to work for a while and I would do some stuff. And then what would happen is I would just sit down on the couch and not be able to work anymore. And I'm just being uber transparent with everybody because I know most people go through it, except we're all supposed to make believe it doesn't exist. I've always been kind of a person that has little roller coasters, so I would always give my strategies. But now more than ever, I can sit here and talk to you truthfully, hand to God, about living on residual income and how for a year and a half I lived primarily on residual income. And when you saw me come out, I might come out for a day or two or a week, and then I would hibernate again because I just wasn't functioning. Now, that's a bad thing, obviously. But I'm back here today to tell the story and to talk to you about my reboot and invite you guys to be involved with me. I'm also going to pander to you tremendously today. You'll see. I'm not really a big panderer. I'm going to pander my tushy off today because I need to build some things back up. So you guys can't see me. Can you guys see me? People are talking about sound problems and okay, yes, you guys can see me. Good. Okay. Thank you guys. So bottom line, Ray, I'm going to close your webcam because I don't know where you are. Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. All right, stay for voice. That's fine. So here's the deal. Sooner or later in your life, one way or another, no matter who you are, no matter how good you are, no matter what you do, something's going to hit you. Okay. Whether it's the death of a loved one. I just had somebody in the Q&A tell me death of a loved one, whether it's some marital or partnership distress, whether it's something personal. And what I want all of you to do is I want you to listen to the training tonight because I want you to focus in and buckle down like your life depends upon it. I want you to get your rear in gear and get your act together so you can build up a list in income so that you can survive. Now, am I surviving right now? Yes, I'm surviving. I'm not living on the streets or anything else. Let's be real. But I said just now on the Facebook Live, my retirement due to changes in circumstances and everything is not where I want it to be. I plan on traveling. I have all these plans and things to do. I'm not in a good position with that. I'm not in a good position with some other things. And I am ready now to reboot like it was day one and do this. And I want to show some friends exactly what I'm doing. And what's really neat is a lot of times people have challenges and start overs and all this other stuff. And I tend to make fun of them, truthfully, but because it's theory. And I have to admit to you, I've run these things and I've done it in theory. I've told you what you should do, what you might do, what you this, what I did do. This time I'm actually going to do. I need to build my list back up by at least 2,500, maybe 5,000 people. I need to build my groups and different things back up. I need to double them. And by the way, I was affected by some changes in pay plans, other things. It was like the perfect storm of circumstances coming at once. So, and guys, don't send me notes. I'm not, like I said, I live in a beautiful place. I live by a lake. I drive an $80,000 car. I'm not destitute. But if I don't get my rear end gear, I'm going to be in trouble. And I refuse to let that happen. And now with the help of the mind mechanic who has tinkered in my brain and really helped me reframe stuff and everything, I'm back to my passion, which is teaching people about attraction marketing. So with that being said, I'm just going to take a quick look at the Q&A. Any comments before we dive in? Anything you want to tell me or say to me? Let's see. Oh, so Minnie says that your Minnie's the webcam expert. Thank you, Minnie. Your webcam is being used by another piece of software, by your UCam software, and that's why we can't see you. So you need to turn off something else. You might still have it on Skype or some other program. It's your webcam is stuck on that. Okay.
I skipped the reboot. I need a boot to start because I.
Well, see, here's the thing that's really cool. Somebody like you have so much incredible skill, and what we're going to do tonight is show you how to get it into action. And then somebody like me, I had incredible skill, but I was getting stuck, and you had to show me how to reframe things. That's why I'm actually really excited that you're out here tonight, because first of all, it gives me a chance to reciprocate a little bit with some of the stuff that you've helped me with. And two, it's going to show everybody it's not rocket science. Thank you, Brendan. No, Eric, I am not. Let's see. I'm just looking. How long will the webinar be? Brian, I'm going to go till it's over. How's that? I don't do the whole structure thing. I'll talk. If there's people who have questions at the end, I'll stay as long as we need to. If everybody's done and complete, we'll go home. So, okay, anything else? Okay, good. I'm going to put away the Q&A for a little while and get into the training. Guys, first thing I want to do is ask you a couple favors, okay? I redid my site. I haven't redone it since 2008. It's not done. There's some things that have to still get done. In fact, you'll notice tonight I didn't make any pretty links for different things like I should have. But here's my site. It's over at dianehochman.com. If you're not on my email list, if you're on this webinar, you probably are because you registered. But just so you guys know where it is, and of course the blog is here, and I am going to be posting a bunch of stuff on the blog over the coming weeks and months. So definitely tune in. I don't always like send out a thing saying I have a new blog post. So tune in, check out the blog. There's lots of great content there. And guys, there is right now, see, I told you I'm going to pander to you tonight, so I'm just really going to show off my stuff. Right now, this blog, again, it doesn't have like the archives available here the way it did. I'll have to fix all the things on the side. But this has posts going all the way back to 2006, this thing. So this is a 12-year archive of the history of my career, my experiences, etc. There's some categories here, or you can search anything you want. You can search home business or something, and it'll bring back all these posts for all these years, going back and back and back and back and back. So if you're looking for something, it's always a good resource to check out. You'll find a lot of cool stuff, videos, etc. So that one we can shut down. The next thing I want to ask you guys to do is I have started recently doing a lot of video again. Haven't done a lot of video in quite a while, since before stuff. Doing a lot of video. So if you're not subscribed, my YouTube is just youtube.com/Diane Hochman. Or you can just go on YouTube and search for Diane Hochman, find my channel. Definitely subscribe so that you get notifications when there's new videos. There's all kinds of stuff. And if you want to see a little bit more on recently, just sharing the story as I emerged back out a couple weeks ago, I put out the video and just kind of shared. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Look, Ray, there's my swirling video that now I'm going to have to take that video down because there will be no more swirling. But this one started over. Yes, I'm serious. I just did a video about the swirling and how much it sucks. Guys, this afternoon, Ray reframed my whole thought process around something in particular that I've been dealing with my whole life. And in an afternoon, he like completely switched the way I think about it. It's like crazy. So you can look. What was that?
You look 10 years younger.
I look 10 years younger. It's called lipstick. I told them earlier today. It's amazing. So there's a lot of great content here. Again, this goes back to 2007. So I've been around the block a few times. I've been around the block. And there's a lot of great stuff here. So definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to build this up, so that's cool. And with that being said, let's dive into some training. Let's go back to, turn this off. Let's go back to just my regular Facebook. If we're not Facebook friends, send me a friend request, etc. So let's talk about attraction marketing. I have to admit, I tend to be a little bit of a fussy budget about attraction marketing, the term attraction marketing, how it's been taught. For those of you that don't know, I was protege to a gentleman named Joe Schroeder, who spawned Mike Dillard, among many others, who spawned Brian Finale and Norbert Olowitz, and they begat and they begat and they begat, and it's biblical, guys. Attraction marketing is what we used to refer to as direct response marketing, okay? Direct response. And what that means is instead of going after people, we take certain actions that cause the people to come after us, which is really relevant to you, Ray, because you have such an amazing skill set, but right now most people don't know what you do. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah, because I almost don't know what I do myself sometimes, so that's very fair.
Well, that's cool. Neither do I. I just do it and it works. It's funny. And you know what? My mentor who taught me, my original mentor, I used to decode him and explain to him what he was doing. A lot of times when somebody has a skill set like that, they don't even know what they're doing and how they put it together. I've made my career a science of Oh, I forgot to ask you guys one last thing before we go forward. Mania girl here. Guys, can you like my fan page, please? Facebook.com/Diane Hochman Training. Diane Hochman Training. Guys, see this 34 scheduled posts. I'm getting real good with this. We have lots of incredible conversations going on over here. I'd love it if you'd rate me. Pandering. Aren't these attractive pictures? I just love them. If you want to see some interesting stuff or get involved with some interesting conversations, we've had quite a bit. We had one going tonight. A whole bunch of people were talking about one of the comments here. So this one, so there's a lot of conversation going on. I don't have any comments are here. Great stuff. I would love if you would join in the party. My fan page, I talk about business stuff. My profile, I talk about whatever the heck I want because it's my profile. So if you're looking to get more of the business stuff, this is where you do it. And I'm going to leave the camera on here. So attraction marketing, it's about bringing people to us. And the way I got into this was I got into network marketing, did the friends and family and the house party and all that stuff. And then they said to me, bring people to the meeting, which would be great. I would have loved to bring people to the meeting. The only problem was the meeting was 3 hours away in Wisconsin, New York, or Smithtown, New York. I live in Connecticut. So anybody that knows Connecticut to pretty far out on Long Island knows it's a very long ride. And on a Tuesday night, I couldn't make a 3-hour trip around the kids to get, what prospect wants to drive 6 hours to hear about an opportunity? So I was kind of in a jam because that's all there was at the time. That's all they had to offer me. And I then got some scripts and I bought some leads and all that other stuff. But then I had to spend every night calling people that didn't want to hear from me, getting yelled at, and, missing being with my kids. So I started searching the internet and I ran into an ad that said, get prospects to call you. And I instantly said, this is it. This is for me. Because when people called me, I wasn't very good at going out and soliciting people. And to this day, the fact that I'm even asking you to like my fan page is hard for me. So for me, going out to the mall or the supermarket and going, I see you like bananas, you must be health minded or something like that was very hard. It was just very hard. And I wanted them to come to me because when somebody came to me, just like all of you guys, if any of you guys asked me a question, if you've ever reached out to me, I love helping people and I love showing people products and services that are helpful to them. What I don't like doing is going out and soliciting. So I saw this ad and I was like, oh, I want this. And the guy had this whole marketing set up, and this is the mentor that I mentioned before. And back then it was a series of websites weren't like they are today. You couldn't just throw up a website. So It was a series of PDFs, and you would download them. You'd get a fax on demand. It was all this stuff. He called it quick link marketing. And one link led you to another link, led you to another link. And by the time you finish reading this stuff, you wanted to buy the course. And I got on his email list at the time. I wanted to buy this course, something awful. Here's the deal, though. I was kind of broke. I was broke. And I'm a coupon queen. Now, back then, it was literally coupons at the supermarket. I used to love that. I'd go in and I'd buy $100 worth of stuff for $20. I thought I was the conquering queen. Nowadays, it's frequent flyer miles, American Express points, all that stuff. I love that stuff. I love, just came back from a trip. I stayed in a beautiful suite. I paid $400 for the trip. It made me very excited. You know, it was like, yes, score. I walked in. I was like, yes. So I like that kind of stuff. So I saw he had one course that was $12.95. Yes, $12.95, guys. And then he also had his bigger course, which was $197. But if you bought the $197, you got the $12.95 for free. So I just sat there and I went back and forth because I didn't want to pay $12.95 and then $197. I wanted to just pay $197. So I didn't have the money for the $197. And I literally, a lot of you guys that know me know the story. I saved quarters and rolled quarters, took them down to the bank and got a money order and sent them to a P.O. box in Ledgewood, New Jersey, hoping that my course would show up. So I spent a money order to a total stranger in Ledgewood, New Jersey. And I waited by my mailbox every day like I was a little kid waiting for my thing I ordered from the comic book. And lo and behold, it came. It was a box, and inside the box, it had a big cassette tape set, 6 tapes and a book, and it had the other smaller tape set, 2 tapes and a booklet. And I devoured that thing like nobody's business. There was something about this information that was very attractive to me. And from that, I created my very first attraction marketing system. This was probably 2001. Okay, I might be able to find documentation of what date that was if I go back through old emails and stuff. I might be able to find it, but I'm not sure I can. Probably about 2001, 2002 at the latest. I'm pretty sure it's 2001. In fact, it had to be 2001 because Mark died in 2000. Yeah. So that's how I got started in all of this. And for some wackadoo reason, Ray, remember when that day we were having that conversation, I was driving and I started asking you questions about when did you first notice that you were good at this? When did you first notice you had insight into people? Remember how I asked you that?
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason why I asked you that is because I was literally going through my own experience of realizing I was really, really, really good at this thing. And I knew you had had the same experience, that somehow you had stumbled into some of the stuff. And then you went, and what you did was you took courses and you studied and you got certified just like me. Took courses, studied, went to the seminars. I don't have a certification in anything, but if there were one, I would have it, okay? But I knew right from the beginning that I was good at this. And the rest is history. I started generating leads. I had people calling me up with credit card in hand. The internet was burgeoning. It was starting to develop. Social media was born. And somehow, some way, I became this girl that you see the picture of here, standing on a stage. They called me up. They said, will you speak? Will you do this? Will you do that? And the rest is history. So when I watch today about how social media is taught, I sometimes get a little kooky because people are seriously confused. So what I want you guys to do is go in the Q&A box and tell me some stuff. Tell me some things. What do you think attraction marketing is about? Okay, good. Mandy said, I was describing her. She loves talking to people and have no trouble talking to others about her products and system, but to approach them makes her nervous. Or she doesn't like it. And that, I think, describes most people in this industry. And what happens is people are then told, like, go do stuff that you don't like more. So that's part of the reason why a lot of people wipe out. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you don't need to learn how to prospect. You don't need to learn how to recruit, all this other stuff. I grew up, I've spent many years in network marketing. I'm not now. I teach people how to build massive warm markets and attraction marketing systems, and then you can use that to sell whatever you want. People are saying attraction marketing is about curiosity. Attraction marketing is the art of having leads come to you. True. Attraction marketing, providing value to your target audience. Somebody tell me, what does that mean? What does providing value mean? And who defines the value? Value and offers to attract your ideal client. List building, trust your teaching, get people to trust you, solving problems, answering questions. Well, didn't traditional network marketing solve problems and answer questions without attraction marketing? Giving something without expecting something back. Well, that's kind of like golden rule-ish, beautiful stuff. Connecting, giving them what they want. Terry, you've been cheating. Okay. Making your cold market warm. Okay. So, great question. I struggle with the concept of value. Value is giving your audience something they need, solving a problem without asking for anything in return. Attraction marketing is attracting people to come to you. Well, yeah, obviously, Judy. But what does that mean? Value is education, tips, another cheater. Come on. All right. When I say cheaters, it's because it's people that have known me for years and hung out. And guys, here's what I dare say. Ray and I talk about this a lot. And Ray, feel free to jump in and bug me. And, you want me to stop or reiterate something or ask a question. You're kind of representing the crew, Guys, you can understand something intellectually. This is what Ray's been helping me with, right? There are things about myself that I've understood intellectually for years. Intellectually. But emotionally and inside of me, in my subconscious mind, etc., I couldn't overcome them. So if I intellectually understand all the facets of attraction marketing, maybe I've been hanging around and taking courses, but I haven't actually executed them, then I don't really have it yet, okay? And that's what the reboot is really all about. It's getting you to build layer upon layer upon layer of skill sets so that it becomes natural. Hey guys, when you learn to drive, okay, and I'll come back to the comments in a minute, there's a lot coming in. When you learn to drive, they didn't just say, here are the keys, hit the highway, did they? Did they? Why would they? Wouldn't that be dangerous? And yet here, they go, here are the keys, go do a Facebook Live. That makes no sense, okay? That makes no sense. They say, here are the keys, go create a capture page. And I'm not knocking anyone or anything. I just was in the right place at the right time and happened to build skill sets in a systematic layers because I was around when the internet was being born. Because I'm so old, okay? I was around pre-internet through traditional prospecting. I went through the meetings, I went through the scripts, I went through I went through the online systems, I went through this, I went through social media, and then today with like media on demand, the lives, etc. There is a sequence, I'm doing a little dance here. There's a sequence that when you learn and execute in a particular sequence, what happens is you build an incredible amount of confidence and skill, okay? Now, unfortunately, it's not taught very many places because, and I always equate it to if you went to college, or let's take elementary school. If you're in kindergarten, can they put you in 6th grade math? Well, they could, but first of all, you'd be playing with blocks or something. You wouldn't even know you were in math. But let's say you were in 3rd grade. If I take you in 3rd grade or 4th grade and I put you in 6th grade math, unless you happen to have a particular ability for it, you're going to fail. So sometimes you see people you ever watch somebody that gets into the industry, they come out of nowhere, and all of a sudden they're just doing all this incredible stuff? That's because they have an inclination towards performing or something. So when you put them in front of a camera, they're natural. Maybe they've been performing in some other capacity, or when they were a kid, they used to make believe they were, you know, the radio DJ or whatever, or they were a DJ. We have friends that were DJs or singers or this and that. So performing to them comes natural. To the average person, performing is completely unnatural. And it was incredibly, let's see what color my lipstick is today. It's Claudio Riaz. That's the name of the color. Oh no. That's the name of the lip and cheek. Oh, you can do this on your cheeks too. I should do that. Anyway, to me, speaking to prospects was completely unnatural. Writing copy was completely unnatural. Doing an opportunity meeting was completely unnatural. Doing a training in front of people wasn't unnatural because I was a teacher before I was trained to be a teacher. So that wasn't unnatural. But if you put me on spotlights or anything like that, it was unnatural. Sitting in a small room and teaching 20 people how to do something natural. Certainly doing, I resisted Facebook Lives for so long, completely unnatural. But what happened is because of the sequence of learning, it all flowed. So I'm going to show you tonight how you can condense 19 years of experience into 90 days. Does anybody want to do that? I'll look at the chat. Okay. You know what, Terry Calvert? It's all relative, isn't it? It's all relative. I'm older than I was. I'm younger than I will be. And it's all relative. So when I joke, the reason why I joke about being an old lady is because there's not that many people that have been in the industry this long that have hung around. Nowadays, more so. I have a lot more friends that have been around for a lot of years. But I just had a guy send me a message, and I recognized his name. And he had co-written a book with a friend of mine, and back in probably the 90s, he saw a picture of me with Jim Rohn and sent me a friend request. I messaged him and asked him, hey, is this the Jason who blankety blank blank? And we were like, oh my, we've never met. He didn't know of me, I knew of him. And then all of a sudden it was like, we know everybody and all this other stuff because we've been around the block. So what happens is the industry is kind of like a neighborhood. So when you hang around and you stay living in the neighborhood long enough, most everybody else is transient. They come and they go. So you get to know each other. That's why it looks like the gurus all favor the gurus. It's not. It's just because we've been around a long time. So anyway, I don't qualify for guru anymore right now. I qualify as guppy. So let's work it out. Okay, so here's the play. Let me get this out. I don't want that. I want this. Tracy's all excited right now. Tracy Hazel goes, ooh, the paint screen is out. I need to move this the other way. That way. Okay. Guys, this is my little thing where I draw pictures and stuff like that. But first, I'm going to type a little bit. If you've seen this training before, I do it once a year or so. Okay. You've seen this training before. You have two choices. You can go, one, I know all this. You might as well get off the webinar and go watch, Dancing with the Stars or whatever's on tonight. I think actually we're in World of Dance season right now. Or you can go, I've heard this, but I haven't mastered it. Let me listen to it again on another level. That would be your choice. Okay, that would be your choice. If you've never heard it, then obviously pay attention, because this is a big deal. Okay, so I'm gonna make a little text box. There's 3 phases to mastery of this. Okay, the first one is promoter. Okay, and by the way, this goes on in network marketing too. It goes on in affiliate marketing. It goes on in social media marketing, wherever you want to be. Okay, promoter. Okay, the promotion stages is simple. You are out there sharing links and content and pieces that were created by someone else. You are not an issue in the promotion. When I was, a whippersnapper in Herbalife, we went out and we had little flyers printed. They were this big. We'd go put them on cars. When somebody picked up the flyer, if they were interested, they didn't know Diane put the flyer there. In fact, they didn't care. And I spent a huge portion of my career early on, because media didn't exist like it does today, not being the issue. I wasn't the promoter. I wasn't the presenter. I wasn't the personality. I wasn't doing the presentation. I wasn't doing the show. I wasn't writing the copy. All I was doing was promoting pieces that other people had created. There was no ego in it. There was no issue. All I was looking to do here, the only thing I was looking to do here was generate leads. Okay, generate leads. That's all promotion is. When you're a promoter, your job is to generate leads. Okay. And most people never, ever take very long to do this. They get, in today's day and age, they get thrown into the middle end of the pool at least, and they start getting told to be the issue. The biggest question I have from people is they tell me I should just be me, but I don't know how to be me. Well, guess what? If you do this stage right here, the promoter stage, you don't got to be you. You don't got to be no one. All you got to do is take action and do promotion. How do you do that? I'll show you during the reboot, the actual reboot, which we're starting. Okay. We'll start Wednesday, right? Because I want to do another presentation, another talk tomorrow or a replay or something. Tons of people wanted to see it. So, Ray, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's say that there was a whole bunch of content already done for you about hypnosis. And then at the bottom, and I know that's not at all what you do. You do so many things. But let's say there was a whole bunch of it that was already written for you. Maybe you could pay a fee and have it. And then at the bottom of it, you could just put your contact information so that they can contact you for a consultation. Because that's what you do. You do consultations, right?
Right.
So let's say there was a whole bunch of stuff pre-written. It was pretty well written. You looked at it. You said, this is pretty good stuff. And you could get the rights to use it. You didn't have to do any of the work. But you could get the rights to use it. Would that potentially be something smart to do?
Well, considering I'd rather spend my days talking to Diane Hochman's rather than learning.
Oh, wait, there was plurals, like as if there's other people you get to talk to. I thought it was only me. I thought one way.
Terrible. There's only one Diane Hochman, goddess.
Yes, but other people. I thought I just got to have you all day.
What's that?
I thought I just got to have you all day every day. Oh.
Yeah, well, I do.
Gotta make a living. I know. If there were somebody who, there are companies, by the way, that do this, guys. It's called private label rights. Okay. What they do is they create content or pieces for you, and then you pay to have the rights to use them, and you just add your contact information on them. If there was a lot of cool info already written up that would make people want to have an appointment with you and you could promote it, would that make sense?
Well, absolutely, because again, it's like, okay, the work I do, I work with people, helping them get out of their own way so they can go be what they want to do here. So
right.
It's why if it can all be done for me, I mean, there's 1,440 minutes in a day. Why do I want to spend my time when it could be done while I'm doing other things? To me, it's a no-brainer.
Right. So being a promoter, guys, was and still is the foundation that people lose track of. By the way, for those of you that don't know me very well, I have a habit of winning contests and stuff. I've won big checks and cars and trips, and I've won all kinds of stuff. You know why I always win? It's not because I'm so brilliant. It's not because I'm the best technically. It's not because I'm the best marketer. It's because I'm the best freaking promoter. And when all else fails, and when I'm stuck, and when the poop hits the fan, guess what I go back to? Promotion. I take myself out of the equation and I go back to simple promotion, doing the legwork or paying someone to do the legwork. If you're new or you don't have any money, you should be doing the legwork. And personally, I think that everybody should do the legwork at least for a little while, because then you could hire. You can't. My famous line is, you can't automate what you don't know how to do yourself. Okay? You can't outsource what you don't know how to do yourself. A lot of people teach outsource. I love that. It's like, I just got started. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done anything, but they told me to hire an outsourcer. Makes no sense to me. Okay, it makes zero sense to me. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'll hire an outsourcer. Guys, it doesn't work. I'm a doctor. I've never done stitches. I think I'll hire an outsourcer, or whatever. Ray, I hope you don't hire an outsourcer. I'm frightened by that. Who might show up to the appointment to tinker in my brain? I don't know who I'm being scared. So, guys, you have to learn the skills. And when you're a promoter, promotional work takes minutes multiple times a day. Okay, I mean, I hate to say this because people get all up in arms, I say it, but it's largely copy and paste, pre-scheduling posts, and using pages and content that have been developed by someone else. I'll show you whose I use. Most of you know, some of you might want to know, okay? If you haven't generated at least 100 leads through pure promotion without you being the focal point, you're on the wrong track. And I will say it until my dying breath, because I watch people, they don't know how to do this. They don't know how to do the hustle. Okay. How many of you guys, let me look at the chat. How many of you guys are in a network marketing company? Tell me, I don't know. I don't care which one. I just want to know how many of you are in a network marketing company. Most of you. Okay. I'm getting me. I am, me. How many of you guys have to close out the month and have done the qualification end of the month crush? Okay, because you're still all answering me the same question. So it's a new question. Put 1. I hate doing this. Put a 1 if you've worked the end of the month. Okay, 1. So you guys know what the end of the month is. What's the end of the month? Hustle, right? Hustle. Making those phone calls, pounding the pavement, hustle, okay? Some network marketing companies don't have that end of the month thing going on anymore. I personally think it's better when they don't. But a lot of you guys have that, so you know what it is, right? Hustle. So you understand what hustle is. Promotion, all it is, and I'm not like Gary V hustling here, okay? All promotion is hustle. I need leads. I'm going to do it manually. I'm going to generate a bunch of leads using pieces that other people created. It could be from your network marketing company. It could be from the system that I use. It could be, there's lots of places you can get stuff like this. All I'm going to do is go out and promote it. Okay, that's stage number 1. That is critical. Guys, and when you're in network marketing, you promote to put people in front of a great presenter. You promote to put people in front of the meeting. You promote to put people in front of the call. For those of you guys that are using ATM with the Facebook groups, you promote to get people into the group, okay? And then those pieces do the heavy lifting. Your job is to get the people to it. Does everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, so promoter. The next stage is personality. Okay, this is where we start injecting you into things, because today we do have social media and we do have Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and Instagram. So we start injecting you, but we don't deviate from using the tested, done for you pieces. It's just that now you become the spokesperson. You're introducing it. Perhaps you've created a capture page to bring them to the content. You're not creating all of it. How many of you guys have tried to create all the content and used your whole day up, didn't do any revenue generating activity? How many of you guys have 47 million blog posts but no money? How many of you have gone live every day for days on end but no money, no recruiting, no rank advancement? Anybody been down that road? They're all coming and going, nee, 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 nee. Okay? The reason why is because your focus is in the wrong area, because you don't understand attraction marketing. I'm going to give you bullet points in a minute that's going to shift your thinking. It's going to shift your thinking, just like Ray does with me. Ray goes, do, 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 do. Okay, go. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm not sad anymore. I'm happy. Oh, I'm not crying. I'm laughing. How did that work? I'm going to do the same thing for you guys, just different. Okay, I'm some kind of mechanic, right? I don't know what I am. Okay. Personality. Yeah. Personality is where I might make the video. And what did I do tonight? Now, if this weren't my webinar, let's say it was a team webinar, I went live tonight and I went, hey, everybody, come on down. Here's the link. So I'm a promoter on steroids. Before it was just, here's the link and a headline. Somebody else wrote it. Now it's me going, ta-da, here's a picture of me with my dog, come to the webinar. Here's a picture of me and my kids. We're having a meeting on Saturday, or come to our Facebook group or whatever. So we're injecting ourselves into a personality. So this is people can start to get to know you. Or as they say, know, like, and trust you, right? Because when they get to know us and they see what we're doing, they start to go, wow, I'm like them. They're like me. I can trust them. Maybe I'll go to that webinar. Maybe I'll go to that call. Maybe I'll go to this and that. Now, the last stage is pro. What's pro? Okay, this is when you do it all. Okay, this is when you become the issue. When you become the coach, when you say, that's the other thing that drives me crazy. People get taught, you just got started, you don't know how to promote, you can barely talk on camera, I think you should become a coach. Right, don't you love that? You've never really, oh, look, his camera's on now, he's here, okay?
That magic word, let me up, coach.
Woo! Yeah, I know, Ray's like, coach. Okay, you don't know how to generate leads really, or make sales. You don't know really how to, utilize social media yet. I think you should sell coaching. Hey, by the way, there's this network marketing company. You came here to learn how to build it, or whatever it is, like with Ray's, mind mechanic company. You came here to learn how to build this thing, but I have you all distracted and going down some funky road. And the next thing you know, 6 months have gone by. You haven't accomplished any of what you came for, but damn, you have a lot of nice blog posts. And somebody paid you $25 to coach them. It's not the way it works, gang. Okay. The last stage is pro. That's when you do the content, you do the webinars, you do the presentations, you do the you do the whole show. Now, I stay pretty far away from the pro place. You know why? Because pro is not duplicatable. Okay. Pro is, you know what? When you become the expert, the daggers start flying. When you become the issue, you can make a heck of a lot of money and become a very big deal, but you also have to be ready to deal with what comes with that. And a lot comes with it. And anything that can knock me out of the game, I try to pivot. I try to swivel because I want to stay in the game. Who wants to stay in the game? Right? Do you want to stay in the game? See, because the name of the game is to stay alive. You have to stay in the game long enough to break through. When you become a promoter and you know how to generate leads, you always, my hair's messed up. It's upsetting me. See, that's why I don't need the cameras. I miss my old conference calls back in the day. Okay. When you're a promoter, you're not the issue. Nobody's throwing daggers at you. If they think the webinar's stupid, they leave a nasty note here. Like if you invited someone tonight and they think the webinar's stupid, they can leave me a nasty note. Don't ding you. Right? Don't think you're the promoter. You're just getting the lead. And you're always the good guy with the lead because you're not the one that put together the piece. They say it was hypey. You go, yeah, I know they're a little hypey. The report's good, but the headline's a little hypey. I'm with you. So how can I help you? They say, I loved it. You say, I'm so glad you loved it. I'm glad you clicked on it. They say they hated it. Say, no problem. What can I help you with? Let me see if I have something else that's more appropriate for you. Doesn't matter what they say because you were the promoter. You guys get that? Does anybody get that? When you're the promoter, it's not of you. You're just there to help the person. Here, write this down. The more they say they hate the hype, the more they crave the hype. I came up with this yesterday. The more they say they hate a lot of you guys are saying, I'm not even looking at the comment box, but I hear the hypey stuff. The more you say you hate the hype, the more you crave it. That's probably why you go to things that have a lot of hype and buy things from people with hype, and then you regret it later because you actually crave the hype. What is hype? We're going to get into that in a second. A lot of people are annoyed when I just said that because they're like, those aren't true. It is true. It is true. You love the hype. Everybody does. We just have to find our brand of hype, and we have to find hype that fits with us. And hype is just exaggeration. Okay. I can hype you on unicorns and rainbows, and you might feel that that's pretty. I can hype you on spirituality. I can hype you on this, or I can hype you on Bitcoin. I can hype you on how much money you can make. It just depends on your flavor of hype. But everybody likes the promise. That's what hype is. It's the promise of what's possible, right? So 3 stages. It's already almost 9 o'clock, so I'm going to speed up. This is what the boot camp is. Not the boot camp, but the reboot. For the next 10 days, actually starting Wednesday. See, I don't do slides. I just make you subject you to my really bad typing. I have a Facebook group. Facebook group. I'm going to run out of room here. Okay. It's Attraction Marketing Reboot Phase 1. Phase 1 is where we work on promotion skills, only promotion skills, not about us. We are not wrapped up in it. It's just getting the word out. Okay. Most people can't get the word out. I can get the word out even after a 1.5-year hiatus. A 1.5-year hiatus, I can get 300 people on a webinar on 1 day's notice. I didn't start promoting it till last night. I don't think I started promoting this till 8 p.m. last night. So in 24 hours, without even trying really hard, I'm still able to get the word out and get people somewhere. You need to develop that skill. For 10 days starting Wednesday, which is the 20th, we're going to go from the 20th to the 30th. Inside of this Facebook group, I am going to show you all my promotion tactics, everything I'm doing, everything I am working on. Okay, I just rejoined a bunch of groups. I'll show you what I'm doing. Now, here's the deal about phase 1. Most people think it's beneath them to do what you have to do during phase 1. A lot of people will stick up their nose at it. A lot of people will say, good, thank you for saying, Bobby, that you're guilty and you love the hype. You love the hype. I used to love, I'd go to the meetings and I'd sing Simply the Best and I'd stand up and I had a tackle box full of pills and I'd shake them around and I would get so excited and I'd come out and my life was changed. Every single meeting, love the hype. It's beautiful when it's beautiful, okay? The reason why we reject the hype, even though we love it, is because we don't think we can do it. But when we reframe what is hype, hype is the promise, guys. Hype is just the promise, okay? The extent or the level to which they project the promise or whether they tell the truth about what the promise is. My hype for this webinar is I can take you from novice to pro in 90 days. And I can. And you could watch me do it, because guess what? I have to go back and start over and build it up myself. So can I take you there? Yeah. Will you go? I don't know. Okay, that's my hype. That's my promise. Sounds really good. 90 days. I can go from novice to pro. I could be generating leads in the first week. I could be generating money in the first month. And I could be just, blast onto the scene. If you put your nose to it, you could blast onto the scene and have everybody going, where did they come from? Seen it done time and time and time and time again. Right? I can take you there. The question is, will you go? That's my hype for today. Now, I didn't say how much you're going to earn. You might make $5. I don't know what you're going to earn. I didn't say you're going to make this much. I didn't say you're going to make this percentage. I didn't say this. And I'm not trying to put you in an MLM or anything. Most of you have one. By the way, I have one on the side. I don't talk about it because it's only for certain people. It's only for certain things. It's only, it's only for certain stuff. So I'm not going to interrupt. I want to be able to teach you marketing. I'm not going to interrupt what you're doing to distract you. I don't think that's ethical. Other people think it's perfectly ethical. I'm going to go target all these people. I watch it time and time again. They come in, they raid, they target. I don't like to do that. It's not of me. For 10 days, we're going to work on promotion. We're going to hone it. We're going to become experts at it. And you know why only for 10 days? Because at the end of 10 days, you'll be sick of it. Because it's kind of boring. And yet, if you don't learn the skill, you can't fall back on it later when you need it. Yesterday, I did a pop-up call and we equated it to being a 3-star Michelin chef. Every chef starts learning how to chop onions. And when you're a famous chef, you don't chop onions much. But if somebody calls in sick and somebody else breaks an arm, you need to chop the damn onions. In my case, my life changed. What I thought was solid, rock solid and in place wasn't in a day. I spent a year and a half licking my wounds like a boo-boo baby because I could, because I was, fortunate I had that residual income. I could. And then I woke up out of the coma and said, girl, get your rear in gear. You got to chop onions. And everybody's thinking, well, she's going to cry while she's chopping onions. So be it if I do. But I got to chop onions. And you have to learn how to chop onions, because if you don't know how to chop onions, if you don't know how to promote, when the contest comes, so last night, I recently won a $10,000 trip, right? And everybody was shy. I didn't even try to win. I didn't even participate until the last day. Everybody's like, how does she do that? And then they made us wait a month to find out who won. It was insane. But I knew I had won, because the last day, guess what I went back to? This, promotion skills. The last day, I can't highlight it, the last however many hours, I went back to my basic fundamental skills that I honed for years. You can hone it in 10 days. So here's how this is going to work. Guys, actually, let me erase this, or I'll go to something else. I'm going to be using a specific set of tools. Everybody knows I'm the top earner at My Lead System Pro. I have been there for years. I will be illustrating and demonstrating with their tools. I said to Ray this afternoon, it doesn't matter to me if you want to use them later. I kind of don't care. But if you want to participate in this, you need to be on a 10-day test drive for My Lead System Pro so you can follow along and work with me. P.S. And by the way, some of you are under the impression that in order to use My Lead System Pro, you have to promote it. That is a lie. Okay? You are not obligated, required in any way to promote My Lead System Pro, which is a lead generation system. I'm not going to present it because what you need to do is spend $10 tonight. So cancel on day 10. You'll get your $10 back even. So you don't even have to spend $10 to participate in this. So I'm not going to do a presentation and beg you to listen to a whole spiel about participating in my reboot. Okay? You can go read all about this. You can ask me questions when you get in the group, etc. Now, if you are already in My Lead System Pro with me, you're in. Ta-da! Nothing to do. If you are not in My Lead System Pro or were longer than 6 months ago and you would like to come back and you would like to participate in this, if you're new, you're going to go ahead and sign up for an account at this link. It's not clickable. I can put it in the chat in a second. I should have set up a pretty link. I didn't. My blog's not set up right yet. If you were in more than 6 months ago and you'd like to come back, you are allowed to come back and work with me. It has to have been at least 6 months. If you have a connection or relationship with the person you were working with, you should go back to them because they're going to give you an option to be involved in it anyway. And you need to use a new email address when you sign up, different than the previous one. Okay. Now, there's a whole bunch of you here, I know you're in there, that are like, but I'm in with somebody else, and Diane doesn't love me, and she's not going to help me, and I'm going to be left out. Right? They're just like that. Every single time they're just like that. No, guys, I'm not going to leave you out. For you guys, it's $10. You can send it to me via PayPal Messenger. Okay, it's $10, PayPal Messenger. And if I don't know you, you have to prove to me that you're in MLSP. I need to see a screenshot of your back office. If I know you, if we know each other, if I've seen you around the block, no problem. If I don't know you, I could ask you to send me a screenshot of your back office. Okay, let me show you back office so you know what I'm talking about. All you would have to do, wait, my computer did weird stuff this morning and I haven't figured out how to fix it yet. You don't want that. I would need to see, I think up here, if you screenshotted that, I think it would say if you were parked or active when you log in. I'd have to see someone else's back office, but some type of documentation that you're a live and active member. If you are parked, you can't play. Okay, parked means it's on hold, can't play. And if you are not an active member, paying member right now, you can't play. Okay, you gotta be reactivated. Again, if it's been more than 6 months and you want to come hang out with me, awesome. Again, don't do anything to, you have a good relationship with the person you were working with and just walked away for a while, go back to them and just pay me $10. Okay, it's the right thing to do. I will look at the comments and the questions in a minute. Now, I'm going to be completely transparent. You guys like complete transparency? Let me see what you guys say. Does anybody like transparency? Let's see. Sue, if you're under anybody that's in MLSP, if you're active, it doesn't matter whether they're active or not. If you're active, you're fine. Okay. Okay. Anybody want transparent? I see transparency is everything. You don't need an address if you're friends with me on PayPal. Excuse me, not PayPal. Oh, sorry, not PayPal. Facebook. I can't use the blonde line anymore, Ray. I can't say I'm blonde and I pay extra for extra blonde. I might have to go back blonde. Okay, Facebook Messenger. If you're connected with me on Facebook, you just go on your Facebook Messenger. On the bottom, there's a little $sign. If you're not clear, ask me. I'll tell you how to do it. Okay. But Facebook Messenger. If you're out of the country and you don't have Facebook Messenger, contact me. You can reach me at dianehochman.com or dianehochman@gmail. You guys will notice everything's Diane Hochman. So it's facebook.com/Diane Hochman, Diane Hochman@gmail, Diane Hochman, it's not hard to find me on the internet. Okay. Jody, this is all going to be Facebook group based. So there's not going to be a night. I'm going to come on each day and demonstrate what I'm doing. And then I will keep showing you results. You guys will follow suit. So it's not going to be a webinar or any of that. It's going to be Facebook group oriented. I'll be in there every day talking with you guys, answering questions, etc. If there's a need to jump in a webinar room or a meeting room, you might find that I see people getting stuck. I'll say, come on, let's jump into a meeting room and I'll show you how to do stuff. Yeah, Mandy, you don't add money to your Facebook Messenger account. It just comes from your debit card. So yeah, but you can pay tomorrow, but you don't need to. It's not PayPal, it's Facebook Messenger. Okay, I do have a PayPal. I prefer not to use it. If you need to use it, let me know. Guys, you got to be at the professional level in MLSP. Got to be professional. Okay, for the first 10 days, I don't care what level you're at. Okay, but I'm going to show you now what's going to happen after 10 days. Okay, because what I could do is I could sit and, be like, and everything's wonderful and unicorns and lollipops and stuff. And then be like, oh, so I'm just going to tell you, okay, all these things are moving around. Okay, after 10 days, we're going to go into phase 2. Okay, phase 2 is the personality phase. Okay, by the way, anybody can learn phase 1 in 10 days. And if you learn it in 10 days and then you go away, your life will be better. Okay, but of course, I want people to stay in My Lead System Pro with me, to join with me, to stay with me. I just told you guys, I'm looking to build stuff back up. I'm looking to be working with people. I want a whole new group of people. And to, be with my beloved existing people. I'm not leaving you guys. The personality phase is when we get into real attraction. Okay. You know what attraction marketing is about? It's about leading with what your prospect wants. So this here is understanding your prospect. It's positioning in front of your prospect. You ever notice that some people, they sneeze on the internet and they get 4,000 likes and everybody's like, going, oh my God, I love you. And other people like give huge, great stuff and nobody listens. And that's why you have to really think about what is value. The other reason I'm doing this, by the way, is I'm recording everything and I'm going to put it into make products out of it after. So this deal, guys, is real simple. If you're with me and you have a not a premium, a professional membership, it's free. Okay, all my members, free. Aren't you excited? Those of you that are with someone else but still want to be part of this, it's $147 is what I would have gotten if you were with me for the month. Okay, or what it would have cost you. Okay, it's $147. I'm telling you, 30 days learning this stuff while I'm actually doing it in front of your face. Price list, $147. Most of you guys are paying $297 for all these courses. You're paying tons of money for coaching, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's what it is. Now, phase 3, you can quit before it starts. Do whatever you want. Phase 3, when we get into the professional, this is where we get into, by the way, in this here, we're going to get into funnels, simple funnels. I don't do anything complicated. We're going to get into, lives, videos, why they're effective, how to build up channels and pages and everything, subscribers, all that stuff you guys want to learn. Okay. It's basically a 30-day immersion for $150. Stupid. Obviously, if you join, it's free. So now you're going to have all the tools paid for, etc. Those of you that are already with someone else, it's the only thing I can do. I don't have any other choice. I need to make some money for teaching you this. I've made it as reasonable as possible. Now, phase 3 professional, guys, this is the deep end of the pool. And I'll tell you right now, for my members that have premium memberships, we have 3 levels of membership at MLSP. We have basic, professional, and premium. My premium members will be free. This I know. The people who are not in premium, there will be, if you're in a lower level and you want to participate, there will be a small charge. Because again, this is a very high level. This is like a $2,000 deal in phase 3. So there will be a small charge for you if you're a member, but you're not at the highest level. There will be a small charge. And then for those of you that are with somebody else, I will be letting you know what that will be as we go down the line. It won't be outrageous by any means, but it's not going to be $147. So just to be super straightforward, but this is what this does. It gives you now have 10 days, right? Well, we start Wednesday. You can join whenever you want, but you have 10 days. It's only costing you $10. And if for any reason you're not happy at the end, you can actually get a refund. Now, most people are like, why do you always say that? Because you know what? Some of you guys are broke like I was when I started. And if you're in that position, come on down. Okay. Come on down. Then it gives you 10 days to figure out where you're getting the 147 from, to either stay in the membership if you're working with me, and or to send it over. I'll tell you how to send it over if you decide you want to stay. And then phase 3, by the time you hit phase 3, you should be in very good position to invest. And when I say invest, I mean that a lot. Guys, I'm done with trying to charge people $1 gazillion for that which they won't use, okay? I don't want that. If you ever want to become a serious protege, you want to walk with me hand in hand, yeah, you can send me some money and you could pay me something decent. But I'm going to be very picky about what I do that with and if I do that. And most of the time, it's somebody who's going to earn their way there through service. But this is the deal. This is the reboot, and I'm going to follow it just this way. First 10 days, I'm going to go out and just generate a bunch of leads. Second section, 30 days, what I'm going to be doing is rebuilding up all my pages and my personality and getting out there and being visible, creating content, etc. And then the end, whew, my hairs are all over, right? I don't know about this. The final 30 days is when we go turbo ninja tricks. Guys, the professional level ain't for the faint-hearted, 1. And 2, you'll notice I always back down and use the systems and tools. I always do. I try not to make myself the issue, but if you really want to go to the highest levels of income, you have to develop that pro persona. And then after that, some of you guys might go, wow, I learned so much. And, it's really 70 days. It's not 90 days, but we'll hang around for the rest. You guys might feel like you want to do some more, or you want to perhaps come to a VIP day, come to one of the Wonder Shops here in Connecticut. I'm going to be running a couple of them. You want to come to a Wonder Shop. Ray's out in Vegas. I bet you I could twist his arm and get him to do something with us. I'll get a swanky suite in Vegas or something, get Ray to come over and hypnotize you all. Or he doesn't. Guys, it's not like that. He doesn't, take a watch and tell you you're sleepy or anything like that. It's really amazing stuff he does.
Like this.
Yes, he has his magic genie thing that I tell what I want and out it pops. Don't ask, it's weird. But you know, if there's enough interest in the group, I'm sure we could do something kind of neat where go out and I could work with people and then Ray could take people in the other room one at a time or so. We could come up with something. There's all kinds of options for individual work or group work, team up with people. You want to come get together. I do stuff right here at the house. So it's fun, you know, and that's what I want right now is I want to build everything back up and I just want to have fun because I learned that life is too short. And I'll look at your comments in 1 second. Life is too short not to, it's true, right? So I've always preached about working a couple hours a day and having an incredible lifestyle. And that is my mantra. And that is what I'm teaching. I am not teaching you to work 12. You know, I for a while, I was working a job. I was working 12 hours a day for nothing and I was miserable. Now I'm back to me and doing what I love and working with people and making it reasonable and accessible. And it's up to you whether you see the value in that or whether, remember I said before, everybody loves the hype. The question is, what kind of hype do you respond to? Because when I tell you where I can take you in 90 days, I mean it. I've lived it. I'm a housewife who's graduated because I don't have anybody to take care of anymore except the cat. So I guess I'm a pooper scooper now. I'm a professional pooper scooper. The cat, so you know, it's like, what do? I'm a pooper scooper. Okay.
You beat me today.
Yeah. You're drinking out of the jug now. He's got the water jug. I'm drinking my chicken sauce. You're drinking out of the jug. He always drinks a lot of water. He's well hydrated. He's a desert boy. Let me see what you guys say to me. And then everybody can, obviously, you know where to find me, guys. It's facebook.com/Diane Hochman is my Hochman. Where are you from? New York. It only comes out once in a while, right? There it is, Hochman. You can find me over on my Facebook profile. You can find me on my Facebook page. If you need to message me, I'll be around. Okay, so let's see. Now, again, I'm going to go over it again because I'm seeing people with questions. If you are direct to me in My Lead System Pro, no matter what level you're at, you can come for the first 10 days. Free. You don't have to send 10 bucks, nothing. Okay, it's free. If you are not in My Lead System Pro, the link, I shall put it somewhere. I want to give you guys the link again. It's just Diane Hochman. topearnerstrategy.org. I know you have to go through a page that talks about MLM lies and stuff. So I don't like that hype. I don't think people are lying. Okay. So DianeHochman.topearnerstrategy.org. If you are confused, message me, send me an email at diane@dianehochman.com. I will respond to you. If you are not a member, go ahead and sign up. It is $10. Okay. Now, on the 10th or the 11th day, read the terms. They will charge you $147. If you don't want to hang around for phase 2 or you don't want to be a member anymore, you have to cancel. That's not my problem. That's your problem. Read the terms of what you're signing up for. Pay attention what you're signing up for. Why do you have to sign up for it? So I can show you with the tools they have. Okay. I can't show you promotion without any done for you tools, guys. Got to have tools. Okay. If you are an MLSP with somebody else, and I know you, great. Send me 10 bucks. I'm getting messages. Send me 10 bucks on my on Facebook Messenger, or message me and I'll tell you where to send it. PayPal. If I don't know you and we're just meeting, I need some proof that you're an MLSP. And the reason why is because this will do you no good unless you have the tools. Now, can you come for 10 days and learn how to use these tools and then turn around and use tools from whatever company you're involved with? Yes, it's 10 bucks, okay? You can go do whatever you want, okay? If you want to be in phase 2, we'll be talking about that during phase 1. So I recommend you be in phase 1, decide if you get value, okay? Watch what I do what I do. If you follow through, you're going to get results. You're going to know that you want to be around for group 2. Why am I not charging you for phase 2 yet? Because this way I weed out all the tire kickers, the thumb suckers, the whiners, complainers, and the victims. That sounds so mean, so bitchy. But I just said I want to have fun. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for people that can't follow directions. I don't have time for people who can't, I just don't have the patience. I get mean, guys. You don't want that. So that's it. Okay. No, this is good. Okay, I got you, Mandy. Great. Wonderful. Pro. Okay. Okay. Whoever asked this question left, so I'm not going to try to answer it now. Okay, yep, $ in Messenger. No, Lisa, this training has nothing to do with network marketing. Let me make that clear. This training has to do with attraction marketing and attracting leads. Okay? And I'm going to explain, we're going to practice doing it with certain tools, but you can create the tools. When we get to phase 2, you learn to create your own tools. So you can create tools about anything, about affiliate stuff, about selling makeup, about selling pet collars. I don't know what you guys sell. It works for anybody, for anything. Guys, again, if whatever level you're at in MLSP, awesome. If you're not underneath me, you need to send me $10. Okay, let's see. Good. Reboot. Nicole's been to Wondershop. She knows how awesome they are. And if we do one over the summer, Nicole, we can go down by the lake on lunch break, which would be nice. I never take you guys down there. I've been told we need to come to Vegas. Ray's already in Vegas, which is even cool.
Save me the commute.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm trying to be, nice and come your way. Eden, if you're already a member, they will not move you. So I don't know when you joined or who you joined with, but you cannot move. I'm sorry. If you do not have MLSP, you go to the link Diane Hochman what is it called? I got to move all these things out of the way. topearnerstrategy.org. You don't have to watch the videos there, guys. Just skip to the page where you pay the $10. If you're not a member, you need to sign up. That's it. I am a piece of work, Judy. Awesome. I know a lot of you guys are affiliated with some great leaders. If you're happy with where you are and what you're doing, don't waver. Stick with the person that you're working with and pay attention to what they're teaching you. A lot of people don't have guidance, or the guidance that they're getting doesn't necessarily fit their personality, etc. And if I can help you, it would be my pleasure. Let's see. No, you don't have to prep anything. If you were to stay long-term, yes, My Lead System Pro is $147 a month. You make $75 per member residually. So you 2 people and you're free. So you have no problem. I saw you, Greg. I'm excited. Okay. Earl, let's put it this way. Everything's recorded. I think that you could jump into the second stage easily. We know each other, etc. If you wanted to do the second stage. If you want to do the first stage, which you won't be here, it will be recorded. You can have that information. You just won't have the live interaction unless you save for the second stage. Yeah, Nan, I'm going to put everybody that joined in the Facebook group tonight and tomorrow morning. Yeah, Linda, you need to be at the higher level to participate. The first 10 days you can participate if you're at basic. That's fine with me, but if you want to stay for the second phase, yeah, I can't give that away. Great. Eden, I'd love to have you. If you have not joined yet, that would be great. Robin, awesome. I'm $10 richer, Ray. Ray, I didn't look yet, but I think I got 40, 50, 60 bucks. I say we go blow it on some cheeseburgers or some bingo.
Blackjack.
All right, blackjack. $2 table.
Friday night.
All right. Or we'll get it in singles and go out on Friday. No, I'm kidding. Okay, let's see. Christine, if you were active, I put you in the group yesterday. Message me on Facebook if you don't see it. It is Attraction Marketing Reboot. Phase 1 is the name of the group. Okay. Guys, if you already have an active membership, no matter who you're under, you can't be moved. It's affiliate marketing. It doesn't work that way. So unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. When people come in, when I see people have signed up, I will put them in the Facebook group and hunt them down. So you don't have to worry because I'll take care of it. Okay, awesome. Too much transparency with cheeseburgers. Okay, all right, it looks like the questions on here are done. I will head over to Facebook, and then I got to talk to Mr. Ray for a few minutes. Swami, as I call him, we have Swami business to do. If you have questions, find me over on Facebook. If you are not a member and you want to play, it's dianehochman.topearnerstrategy.org. I am warning you now, the first 10 days will be repetitive stuff. You will think it's not relevant. You will think it's not important. You will think, really, do I have to do this? How many times do I have to do this? Really, Diane, this is what attraction marketing is. And I am going to say to you that you have to do this. Because if you don't know that you can generate 100 leads in your sleep, you won't progress well to the next level because you won't have the confidence. So if we try to turn you into a personality, but you know that you don't know what you're doing, it won't work. And that's what happens. People get to the personality and they jump in on the deep end of the pool. And so they become Facebook famous. Everybody's, they have these courses, become famous on Facebook. I know a lot of famous on Facebook and broke in the bank people. Now, I don't know about you guys. I don't care about being famous. I care about being stable. I care about, stability. I care about being able to come and go and travel. I care about if another tragedy should strike my life, that I am safe. That's what I care about. I don't know what you guys care about. If you want to be famous on Facebook and broke in the bank, there's lots of teachers out there for you. I teach about making money consistently and building a skill set that you can fall back on forever. Because this skill set, I didn't learn it on the internet. I learned it offline. It's the same skill set. It's going to be the same skill set in artificial intelligence or whatever else we have. All the Google Homes and the Alexas and stuff. Guess what? There's going to be marketing for those. You guys don't realize what's coming down the pike. Guys, we won't be typing much anymore. We're only going to be talking very, very, very soon. So it's really important that you get to phase 2 now before the changes take place, because the media is about to change. Big business is catching on to all of this. And so the huge corporations that have never advertised in these arenas are starting to go, oh, I'm going to. And all of a sudden it's going to close up. And you hear people screaming all the time about the algorithm and this. I never have an issue with any of that stuff, ever, ever. So that's it. I want to thank all of you guys for being here. Ray, I know I didn't have you say much, but I'm glad you came out to keep me company. I felt better with you near me. It was wonderful.
Watching you talk.
Yeah, thanks. And I like your jug of water. That's very, is your cup dirty or something?
I graduated.
Step up. And my lipstick made it through the whole webinar, so I am complete. I'm going to go check.
Not on your glass either.
Huh?
It's not on your drinking glass, your lipstick.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Wait. There's a little bit.
There you go.
I buy quality lipstick, I'm telling you, but now I'm back in the work mode. I'm going to be like back at the CVS buying the dollar brand, but this is like probably $25 lipstick, so it's fancy stuff now. Fancy. For all the times I wear it. So anyway, I got new earrings, so I don't know if anybody can see them. They're little rubies and diamonds. They're pretty. They're cool. All right, kids, everybody have a great night. Ray, I'm going to tend to stuff and then I'll text you and see if you're free. Cool?
About a half hour or so, or?
Yeah, that's what I figured it'll take me. Sound good?
Make an hour. Is an hour good?
Unless I pass out, but I don't think I will. Usually I get off a webinar and I'm kind of wound up, so.
All right.
It's good.
1 hour.
All right. Thank you, everybody. I'm so excited about the reboot, and I will decide whether I'm putting out a replay or I'm going to do another version of this tomorrow. Stay tuned. You're all on my list, so I'll let you know. I'll see you guys later. Bye.